Sometimes you have to run for your dear life, even when you are anointed. Now, in 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 16, David was anointed king. Oil was poured on his head. The promise of God over David's life was visible, so much that he was anointed. But instead of a throne, David got a target on his neck. When David defeated Goliath, Saul's insecurity became hostility. David was God's chosen future king, yet he spent years in hiding. Sometimes you have to hide yourself. David was anointed, he was appointed, but yet to be enthroned. Sometimes we assume that because God has called us, then life should be smooth. But the story of David shows something different. The fact that God called David did not eliminate his human opposition. In 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 24, David had the opportunity to kill Saul. In fact, even his servants were seeing it like a moment orchestrated for David to kill Saul and have his way. David refused to seize that opportunity because he understood that God's call, the call of God upon his life, does not authorize disobedience. See, even though Saul was corrupt and unjust, David refused to seize the opportunity, refused to seize what God has promised him. He was not going to help himself to hijack the promise by himself or by force. But David still had regard for Saul. So David ran, not out of fear alone, but out of restraint and, out of the fact that he was waiting on God's timing for the fulfillment of God's blessings in his life. So running was not a weakness, it was wisdom. And that's why I said sometimes you have to run, not because you are scared, but because it is wisdom to run, to hide your head. This story teaches us three things. One, anointing does not stop suffering. The fact that one is anointed does not mean he will not encounter challenges. Two, the promises of God does not justify sinful shortcuts. Three, waiting is an important aspect of preparation. See, David's wilderness was not a wasted time. It shaped his character. It prepared him for the opportunity that was coming ahead of his life. Maybe you're also in a season of running, opposed, denied, and even delayed. See, denial does not stop God's promises. Sometimes faithfulness looks like restraint and obedience looks like escape. It looks like you are running or you are not man enough. So if God has anointed you, trust Him, follow the process, do not confuse, do not manipulate the outcome. The throne is safer when God is the one who puts you there, not when you take it by force. The Lord bless you and keep you.